Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about the weekly Torah portion, Parshas Shoftim, judges and guards you should put at your gates. This parsha directly connected to the months of Elul, and that means that we are very close to the high holidays, but today I want to do something not as always. I want to dedicate those words of Torah to Shalom and Liba. Who are Shalom and Liba? Probably most of you who follow me knows that we're expecting big changes in our family. Our daughter is getting married to a great guy by name Shalom, and beginning new family, Shalom and Liba Sufrin. And those words I want to dedicate that they will have a happy family, joyful family, full of Shalom Bayis, peace and family and prosperity, and build a proud Jewish home. In our weekly Torah portion, there is a mitzvah that directly related to the idea of the bride and the groom. Actually, bride and groom during the wedding, in Jewish tradition, they're called king and a queen. They have a special powers. They distribute the blessings. The whole universe circulating around them as a guest in a dance. And that's why actually the blessing, it's very powerful blessing by the bride and the groom at the wedding. This is where the tradition of the large challah coming from. There is no ceremony of challah cutting ceremony. No, the idea of the large challah, it's blessed by the bride and the groom when they said the blessing over the bread, and by distribution of the challah to all the guests, they distribute their blessing. And usually the Jewish wedding, it's a lot of people, so you need big challah to give to everybody. In our weekly Torah portion, we have a mitzvah that I think are directly related to the idea of the bride and the groom. Not only appointing the king, which is a separate issue, but when the king, Jewish king, is appointed and anointed, he has to write a new scroll of Torah. Usually it's a small scroll, that real scroll of Torah that belong only to the king, and he has to hold it close to his heart and constantly walk with this king, come out, go back, go to the court. It's like a symbol of the Jewish monarchy, this scroll of Torah. Why the king needs a scroll of Torah? Our sages give a different explanation. First of all, it's very simple. King, when become a king, can think that he is on top of the world, he is in charge of everything. And the scroll of Torah, it's something that tells us, no, God is in charge, and you are here to serve the God's people as a Jewish leadership based on the idea not that everybody serves the king, but the king serves the people. And the Torah is one that gives a law, a simple law that based on those laws, the king should serve the people. So basically it's a reminder for the king, not he's in charge. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is always in charge. The same thing happened to the bride and the groom. The wedding, as I said, it's a moment that they are in the center of the universe. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, but then it's the next day. Then it's a reality of life. And it's very difficult to go from a very high above, feeling a king and a queen, back to reality of washing dishes and making shopping. Yes, in Jewish tradition, we try to prolong this process of transformation by having a party for another week. It's called Sheva Brachot. But this is why you need the book of Torah, the scroll of Torah that comes together with the Jewish family to understand that God should be the part of your life. God is in charge. It's even rooted in the etymology of the Hebrew language. The word man in Hebrew, ish, woman, isha, it's very similar words with just two letters are similar, aleph, shin, which together compile the word esh, fire, which represent passion, the strive, the longing to the intimacy, to the closeness. But if you take it out of the parentheses there, the word ash, there are two letters left. One by the man, it's letter Yud, and by the woman, letter Hey, which are two letters of the God's name. And when combining them and direct this passion towards God, and Yud and Hey creates the word of God, then the God is always part of your life, and this would bring the blessing and the godly presence in your family. And this is why you need the scroll of Torah exactly like a king and queen in your life. But there's one more interesting detail. The last mitzvah of the Torah, it's to write actual Torah, to write the scroll of Torah. Despite that you're not a king, everybody is obligated to write their own scroll, or at least the letter in the scroll. But interestingly, to write the Torah scroll, it takes a lot of time. and a lot of attention to the details. Usually it's around the year, and you check and overcheck and test and see that all the symbols are in place, all the words are correct, and only when you assure that everything is right, then the Torah scroll is available. And I think it's very important to understand that in family life, nothing comes like this. Everything needs time and needs patience. So, dear Shalom and Liba, I wish you that the Torah scroll will always be part of your life as a king and queen, and patient. Please have a lot of patience. Thank you very much. Good luck. I see you next week.